So, having heard how duplicitous and how criminal the post office is, we now hear directly how useless it is, and indeed how it's enabled by Ofcom to do even less of the job that it's designed to do than it had previously been doing. So now there is a suggestion that it should scrap Saturday post deliveries. We already know that it doesn't prioritise delivering letters because it gets more money by delivering Amazon parcels, and it's already making a loss. Why? Because it abuses its workforce demonstrably, as we saw with the victims of the Post Office Limited scandal, and it doesn't recruit enough people to work in its offices and its sorting departments. This is a mixture between Royal Mail and the Post Office Limited. It's a mixture between the two, because we, as ordinary people, cannot really tell the difference between one squalid institution and the other. If they're not doing their job, if they're not delivering their mail, it's only a matter of about 20 years since they used to deliver mail twice a day or 3 times a day during seasonal peaks. I was a mail delivery person. I know exactly how this industry has descended into squalor and chaos because I was there. And please don't think that I was doing anything grand. I wasn't. I was cleaning floors initially, and I enjoyed doing it. I did it during the night in Bethnal Green, one of the bigger post office sorting places, and I enjoyed doing it. And then I unfortunately got promoted into sorting and delivering mail, which I must say I didn't enjoy as much. And it was something I could do during the middle of the night while I was teaching during the day. And I quite enjoyed that sort of level of work. And I've always spent I spent much of my life doing two or three jobs at any one time. I remember at one point I was designing the interior design of a nightclub called Ministry of Sound. At the same time, I was teaching in Oxford, and I was also appearing on stage in Cambridge, I think. And I managed to combine all three. I think I slept on the train. In those days, the train was reliable and you could sleep on it. Now I wouldn't dare to sleep on the train because I wouldn't know where I'd end up. Something has gone desperately wrong with the Royal Mail and with Post Office Limited. We know precisely one of the problems with Post Office Limited. We don't know precisely what the problems are with Royal Mail, but I suspect it's infectious. If you've got bad people running Post Office Limited, and there are bad people running Post Office Limited, it's likely a few of those are also running Royal Mail. As I say, in the common observation, they are interchangeable entities. And Ofcom, run by that extraordinary person, Nadine Dorries, now run by some other twits, Liz, Lucy. I've lost count of the inane individuals who front that organisation. There's only one person on the committee who seems to talk any sense, and that's John Nicholson. And so they are now Ofcom. Ofcom now has some sort of say over Royal Mail. It seems that Ofcom is there to do anything. Ofcom is the organisation that is supposed to monitor television. Why is it monitoring Royal Mail? It regulates the postal industry. It can't even regulate television. It doesn't really do its job. It's simply there to tick boxes and service the government departments. Whatever somebody doesn't want to do in government, they seem to offload it to Ofcom. So there's no difference between Royal Mail and reality TV. I suppose once you put Big Brother in one of the sorting departments and see what happens then. I've got mail for you. Ooh, bit of innuendo there, madam.